Hello, my divine infinite human beings. Greetings from Peter Pan Beach. Kiki and I are going for a walk on the beach in my beautiful home here in Sicily. And if you know me, I'm Elizabeth Monroy. I'm the author of The Infinite Human, and I talk a lot about Peter, my twin soul, and the significance of this beach, which I love very much, Peter Pan, and how it brought me to Sicily. So it's this magic hour here in Sicily, and I just wanted to take a minute to ask you to join me in this wonderful, peaceful place, breathing I am and exhaling infinite, and feeling the energy from this powerful Tusculan, Trinaga, magic triangle of Sicily that has just been alchemized to free the divine feminine throughout the planet. So these energies are spreading out throughout the planet, and I'm just gonna do what's coming to me. So I want you to join me for a minute here as I sound out the tones of Kristalla, which are the first tones of emanation from divine infinite source, and that created our time vector and also our Kathara grid. And as we tone this, we are resetting ourselves to the infinite source, and to our true organic timelines. So, you just let that frequency inundate your cellular divine template so you can restore, to heal it, and to bring yourself back into wholeness. And really that's what Ascension really is about. It's not necessarily ascending in frequency, as I can see the collective's kind of been thinking, but it's more about actually a journey into wholeness, healing any trauma that has kept you in your divided state, and reconstituting all of your alternate identities, often called past lives. So that's what true ascension is. It's healing. And now I want to talk about shifting the whole healing modality. Those of you that know me know that my twin soul in his incarnation with me was a OBGYN physician, a physician of women, and he spent lots of time with women, just listening to them, especially the latter part of his career, kind of disassociated from traditional medicine. And that's when we wrote the book, The Pathway Home, a guide to divine inner healing. And it talks about how you have to address your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual natures in the healing journey. And I have noticed that many people, and healing is your own self-responsibility. The truth is you always heal yourself. So I feel like it's time now that we need to be shifting as the whole world shifts or resets to the infinite, and we shift our paradigms. We need to shift back to the true essence of the fact that you are infinite source. You are creating your reality. Yeah, you are healing yourself. You are, everything is happening to you, is happening for you, by yourself, for you to learn, for you to experience that. Even the fragmentations that we have experienced is the part of us that is source. We always seem to think of God, experiencing itself, something outside of us, but it's really us, the source part of ourselves, which is infinite source, experiencing itself. So it's so important to experience everything. And I see a lot of people, they just want to heal, and they go to healers, they go to people to heal them, they give their power away to something outside of ourselves, and we have been programmed to do that. But the truth is, first of all, if you're a healer, you're actually healing yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You're not healing anyone else. You're healing yourself. And if someone's there along for the ride, whether that has to do with whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, anything you do, whether you're working with people spiritually, you're teaching, you're talking, you're doing a tour, you're doing it for yourself. Everything you do is for yourself, to learn about yourself. And if someone else comes along for the ride, that's great. And if they pay you, that's great too. Because, if you're organizing the experience or putting the energy into it and creating that structure, then of course you should get something back, but you also get something back from that energy, that person, that mirror that person is showing to you as a healer, and you are reflecting a mirror to them. And that is how true healing occurs. That's really all we can do for one another, is to hold the highest divine reflection of source that we possibly can in our template, in our divine template, and to mirror that out to the world as we walk through it, as we live, as we co-create a reality that we want to be in, as we love our life and bring it into creation, imagineer it into being. It is through that act of love, of creativity from the divine creator within us, that we are ascending, that we are co-creating, that we are healing, co-healing ourselves and the planet. Because as each of you do this, as each of you change, you create the change you want to see in the world. Somebody said that, Gandhi. So with that said, it's time to shift the paradigm away from healing. I am the healer. You come to me, you book my services, and I coach you, I heal you, I prescribe for you, I voodoo you. And just shift. It doesn't mean you can't offer things. It doesn't mean you can't have a nice exchange of energy. If you've created some kind of unique experience for people that they find helpful, useful, wonderful. But we need to let go of the hierarchy. We need to let go of the idea that someone, guru, your disciple, someone knows more than we do. Okay, we need to really realize we're all equal. We're all source flashing out, returning the source, flashing out, returning source. Each minute moment, which creates the illusion of time. So we're all one. We're all one. And when we can truly step out of the ego, step away from this illusion of duality, which we are doing, I can feel it, it's happening. It's going to be so exciting because we can really start co-creating. We can start dancing this divine, infinite dance of infinite possibilities. And I see the next several years, that are coming. Things are fizzling out. And as you begin to flow with that joy from source, from within, bubbling up from within, and you acclimate yourself and position yourself on I almost have to say timelines, because there is no time, but in source, as you reset yourself to infinite source, your life is going to become amazing, because as you become more and more of your authentic self and your infinite self, one, you begin to know what you really like, instead of doing what you thought you liked, what everyone else told you to like. And that is very fulfilling. And your manifestation skills become almost instantaneous as you reclaim your 12 strands of DNA and your 12 Kathara grid template. You have these abilities to manifest right away. So it just becomes a wonderful artwork, in progress, your life, everything you do. And as you do that, you add to the morphogenic field of our earth, and that infinite possibility radiates back at the collective consciousness, and they break through these walls of limitations. So, anything is possible. It really is coming up to that. And I'm not just mouthing words, because I know many of you have followed things, esoteric teachings like The Secret, I can manifest in this, and I'm God, and all that. But the problem is the architecture had not been shifted into the infinite, so we weren't able to get the connection to source It had been co-opted and taken away from us, but now we are returning back to source. We are returning, reclaiming all the divinity, all the fragmentation is coming back into wholeness or holiness, and our abilities. And it's nothing to be afraid of. It doesn't mean, yes, perhaps some of us is dying, but the only thing that is dying is our fragmented, traumatized, fearful, frightened, angry, hurt, wounded child parts of ourselves that we're loving back into wholeness. So that's the only thing you have to let go of, and who doesn't want to let go of that? So let go and let God, as I say, let infinite God source in more and more each day, so you can just feel that emanation of that unity, that love, that intelligence, beauty, harmony that makes up divine infinite source, which is inside of you. Now, ciao from the magic island of Sicily.